Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube classes of Unique World Education Dubai. My name is Mohammed Sabit. Here I am working as senior mathematics faculty. So today we are going to explain one important topic that is required for your upcoming JEE exam. It's nothing but geometric progression, GP. Okay, as we know, this topic is from 11th grade mathematics. So let's start the session. Okay. So GP, as we know, GP, geometric progression, is generally represented as AR square, AR cube, etc. Right? AR cube, etc. up to last term. Maybe it will be, sometimes it will be terminating and sometimes it will be continue like that. Okay. So a GP can be represented as AR square, AR cube, AR to the power 4, etc. Okay. So where A is called the first term, that we know A is called the first term of the GP. A is called the first term of the GP, and R is called nothing but R is called the common ratio. Okay, R is called a common ratio. Okay, so first term is A, second term is AR, third term is AR square, fourth term is AR cube. That means one power of R is decreasing, right? Fourth power means AR cube. So fifth power means AR to the power 4. So 10th term means AR to the power 9. A into R to the power 9. So first term is A, second term is A into R to the power 1, third term is A into R to the power 2, etc. It is continuing. So generally what I can write here, nth term of a GP can be represented as An equal to A into R to the power nth term means R to the 1 power will be less when comparing to n. So nth term of the GP can be represented as An equal to A into R to the power n minus 1. That is the first formula you have to keep in mind while solving the question on GP. So if I am asking some random terms, 35th term will be A into R to the power 34. 76th term. So 76th means A76 equal to A into R to the power 75. Okay. So this is the first formula you have to keep in mind. Nth term of a GP can be applied, can be calculated by the formula An equal to A into R to the power n minus 1. That's it. Okay. The second thing you have to keep in mind, it is nothing but how to find the sum of a GP. How to find sum of a GP. We can apply, we can find, we can derivation, all these things I am not explaining within this particular span of 15 to 20 minutes. So just try to understand the formula Sn equal to, we are having two formulas. One formula A into R to the power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Where we are using this formula, you know, where we are using this formula we are using when R value is greater than 1, because R to the power n minus 1 is coming, right? So if R is greater than 1, we are using this formula, and if R is less than 1, we are using the formula Sn equal to A into 1 minus R to the power n divided by 1 minus R. If R is smaller than 1, we are using some another formula A into 1 minus R to the power n divided by 1 minus R. Reverse, they are reverse of each other. R is more than 1, R to the power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. If R is less than 1, Sn equal to A into 1 minus R power n divided by 1 minus R. So this condition will be what? This condition is R greater than 1, and next condition will be R when R will be less than 1. And one more thing you have to keep in mind, sometimes this AP will not stops, will not terminate. It will continue up to infinite number of terms. AR square, AR cube, like that it will go. Okay, so that particular GP is called infinite geometric progression. Okay, sometimes this GP will not terminate, will not stop at a particular term. It will repeat, it will recur like infinite number of terms. Okay, so that kind of GP is called infinite GP. So just keep in mind the sum of formula for finding infinite GP. Infinite GP means it will continue up to infinite. Okay, so infinite GP formula is S infinity, is very simple formula you have to keep in mind, A divided by 1 minus R. So basically this formula is required for solving it's almost 60 to 70% question. Remaining concept we can explain in the next video. Okay, so only you have to keep in mind we are having four formulas. First one is nth term of a GP is A into R to the power n minus 1. Second term, sum, regarding the sum, so we can use the sum formula Sn equal to A into R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1, and also Sn equal to a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r also, irrespective of the value of r when comparing to 1. Then we are having some certain set of GP which is not terminating, which is going to up to infinite number of terms. That kind of GP is called infinite GP. So infinite GP sum can be calculated by the formula S infinity equal to a divided by 1 minus r. Okay, so this thing we have to keep in mind. Then let's go for the question part. When we are solving the question that already asked in last year, previous year JEE Mains, it's 2020-21. Some questions are there from 24. If you are solving this kind of question, you will get a clear clarity about how to solve. Okay, so let's solve the question part one by one. Okay, yes, let's start the question. Okay, this is your first question. Okay, question is what? If the sum of an infinite GP, oh god, let's start with GP of infinite number of terms. Okay, so if the sum of an infinite GP AR square, AR cube, etc. is 15. So sum of infinite GP is given. So we know the formula, right? S infinity equal to, we have the formula A divided by 1 minus R. Okay, where GP is AR square, AR cube, etc. Why it is continuing. Okay, so in this GP they are given, first term is A, second term is AR, third term is AR square. Okay, so this they given S infinity equal to A divided by 1 minus R if the sum of an infinite GP is 15. So I can write A divided by 1 minus R, that will be equal to 15. You can put, if you want, just put equation number 1, alright. Then if the sum of squares of each term is 150. Okay, so if you are taking the GP AR square, etc. up to something infinite terms, it is going AR to the power infinity, whatever it is. Okay, so A divided by 1 minus R, they are given 15. Now next thing what they are given, and the sum of squares of each term. So each term I am going to square. So first term if I am squaring, it will become A square. Second term AR, if I am squaring, it will become A square R square. Okay, third term if I am squaring, it will become A square R square. If I am squaring, it will become R to the power 4, etc. It is going. And what they are telling, if the sum of the squares of each term, so this GP sum is 150. So how I will write the sum of this GP? Here in this case, first term equal to what we are having, first term. First term is not A here. In this second part, first term is A square. And what about common ratio? Common ratio will be equal to second term divided by first term. What we are multiplying here? A square, then A square R square. That means basically we are multiplying R square, or you can divide the second term with the first term as well, right? So A square R square divided by A square, you are getting R square. Okay, so first term is A square, common ratio is R square. So we can apply the formula of infinite GP. We know if first term is A, common ratio is R, S infinity is A divided by 1 minus R. So first term is A square, common ratio is R square, then sum will be equal to S infinity will become what? In this case, second case, S infinity, instead of A, I can write here A square. So A square divided by, instead of R, I can write R square. So 1 minus R square, that they given, that will be equal to 150. Alright, 150. This I can put equation number 2. Okay, now how to solve the remaining? What is the question? Then sum of the terms AR square, AR power 4, AR power 6, etc. something they are asking. Okay, so for that anyway it's required. First term and common ratio is required. So just go for the solving part of that. How to solve that thing? So for two equations we are having on two variables A, R. Second equation also A square, R square. Okay, alright. So just solve 1 and 2. How we can solve easily this 1 and 2? Just divide equation 2 with equation 1. Equation 2, if I am dividing with the equation 1, what will happen here? If I am dividing equation 2 with equation 1, equation 2 RHS I am having A square divided by 1 minus R square divided by, in the first equation in LHS I am having A divided by 1 minus R, that will be equal to 150 divided by 15. Alright, okay. So here 1 A I can cancel. 1 A and A I can cancel, and that's all. Okay, so 1 minus R square, if you want I can simplify. So A divided by 1 minus R square, I can write 1 square minus R square, A plus B into A minus B. So it's, I can write 1 plus R into 1 minus R whole divided by 1 divided by 1 minus R, that will be equal to 150 by 50 means 10. So 1 minus R, 1 minus R I can cancel. So I am getting basically A divided by 1 plus R, that will be equal to 10. This you can put equation number 3. Okay, now we can easily solve equation 1 and equation 3 for finding values of A and R. Okay, so let's take equation number 1. From equation number 1, I can write the expression of A. A will be equal to 15 into 1 minus R from equation number 1. And from equation number 3, I can write A will be equal to 10 into 1 plus R. Both they will be equal, right? Here also A as per equation number 1, as per 3 also A expression we are having. So in these two equations, LHS part is equal. Definitely RHS also will be equal to each other, right? So 15 into 10 minus 15 into 1 minus R, that will be equal to 10 into 1 plus R. So if I am simplifying, 15 minus 15 R, that will be equal to 10 plus 10 R. So from here I will get the value of R, right? So R will be equal to 15 minus 10. That is 5. So 5 will be equal to 10R plus 15R. That is 25R. 25R. That means R will be equal to 5 divided by 25. That will be equal to 1 by 5. Common ratio I got. Common ratio will be 1 by 5. So if common ratio is 1 by 5, how to find A? A we can find by substituting in any one of the equation. Okay, so let me substitute in this box. A equal to 15 into 1 minus R. Okay, A equal to 15 into 1 minus R. So this will become A equal to 15 into 1 minus 1 by 5. So that will be equal to 15 into 1 minus 1 by 5. 5 minus 1, that is 4. So 4 by 5. So we are getting, if I am cancelling 5 and 15 3 times, A will be equal to 12. That's fine. A equal to 12, R equal to 1 by 5. R equal to 1 by 5. Now question is, we have to find the sum of another infinite GP in which the terms are AR square, AR power 4, AR power 6, etc. Okay, if you are checking here, first term is AR square. First term is AR square. Common ratio will be equal to what? Common ratio of this GP will be equal to, common ratio will be equal to second term divided by first term. So AR power 4, if I am dividing with the AR power 4, if I am dividing with the AR square, A cancels, so common ratio will be R square. So infinity, S infinity will be equal to first term divided by 1 minus common ratio, 1 minus R square. Just simplify this expression, we will get the values of what? We will get the value of A and R from here. Easily we will get the value of, just after substituting these two things. S infinity you have to substitute AR square divided by 1. So now we got value of A as well as value of R. A will be equal to 12, R will be equal to 1 by 5. So S infinity of this particular question is 12 into R square. 1 by 5 square is 1 by 25 divided by 1 minus R square is 1 by 25. If I am simplifying this thing, 12 divided by 25 whole divided by 25 minus 1, 24 by 25, that's all. 25 cancel. So we are getting what? 12 divided by 24. What is it? 12 by 24. If I am checking the value of 12 by 24, it's not there in option, but obviously what we are having in option we are having 1 by 2. So the value will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so the answer of this question is 1 by 2. It's little lengthy, but you have to solve within the span of 2 minutes time. Okay, I hope this question is clear. Only we are just playing, we are just adjusting the formula, that's all. Alright, now let's go to the next question. Yes, all questions are previous year. Only I selected the question. It's from the basic concept as well as previous year JEE. Okay, alright. So if I am checking this question, if in a GP of 64 terms, sum of all terms is 7 times sum of odd number of terms in the GP. Let's take the GP. So let GP equal to, generally we can take GP how we are taking AR square, AR cube, etc. up to 64 terms. So 64th term, I know I can write 64th term means AR to the power 63. Alright. Okay, now sum of all terms. So sum of these all terms is 7 times sum of odd number of terms. So sum of all terms I can write a plus ar square plus etc plus a into r to the power 63, that will be equal to 7 times. So 7 into sum of odd terms. So odd term means a is odd term, so a plus, then second term won't come under the category of odd terms. So next will be definitely a r square, that is third term. Then it will be next one will be third, fourth term won't come, fifth term. So fifth term will be a r to the power 4 etc plus 64th term won't come because odd term will be next 63rd term. So 63rd term means I can write a r to the power 62. All right. Okay. This r equal, they are telling 7 times. Okay. 7 times of odd number of terms will be equivalent to sum of all terms of this particular GP. Now let's apply the formula. We know a, r, whatever it is, we know the formula. We don't know the formula, so just apply some standard formula. A equal to s n equal to a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. No issues at all. Okay, a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. So here n will be equal to the, we are having here 64, right? N equal to 64 terms we are having. So first term here a into 1 minus r power n. So common ratio here a ar square. Common ratio is r. So a into 1 minus r to the power n. N is number of terms, that is 64 divided by 1 minus r. All right, 1 minus r. That will be equal to 7 into, here in this GP first term is a. Common ratio second term divided by first term. If I am observing second term divided by first term, ar square, if I am dividing with the a, common ratio is not r in the second part, RHS part, it will be r square. And what about number of terms? Here number of terms will be ar square, ar power 4 etc up to ar power 62. That means 31 terms will be there. Along with this 31 terms, this one a also will be there. So total 32 terms will be there. Oh, all right. So 7 into, apply the formula, a into 1 minus r power n, right? So 7 into a into 1 minus r power n. So 1 minus r, common ratio here it's not r, it's r square. So r square whole power n, number of terms here 31 terms will be there. As we know, ar square, ar power 4, like 2, 4, 6, 8 etc up to 62 means only even number of terms are coming. That means 62 by 2, 31 terms will be there, but don't forget about taking this a. So a also will include. So 31 plus 1, 32 terms will be there. Okay, so here 32 will come divided by 1 minus r. R means what here? 1 minus r square. All right. So if I am just simplifying this thing, here LHS part is saying a into 1 minus r power 64 divided by 1 minus r, that will be equal to, what they are asking here? In a GP 64, sum of all terms is 7 times sum of odd number of terms, then common ratio they are asking. From this expression we can easily find the value of r. So 7 into a, I am writing same 1 minus r square whole power 32. This I can write 1 minus r power 2 into 32, 64 divided by 1 minus r square. That's fine. So if you are observing clearly, a into 1 minus r to the power 64 here also a into 1 minus r to the power 64. Simply I can cancel. Now what is pending? 1 divided by 1 minus r, that will be equal to 7 divided by 1 minus r square. From here you have to find the value of r. You can easily simplify, right? From here you can easily simplify. How we will simplify here? We can simplify by applying some identity and all. Okay, what identity we will apply here? If you are observing carefully, in this part 1 divided by 1 minus r, that will be equal to 7 divided by a square minus b square. So 1 plus r into 1 minus r. So 1 minus r, both side I can cancel. That means from here I can write 1 equal to 7 divided by 1 plus r. That means 1 plus r equal to 7. Value of r will be 6. That's all. Common ratio is 6. Easy. Okay. Just apply the formula. If If you are comfortable, just solve. Otherwise, making this thing quadratic, and if you are solving that quadratic, it will take too much time. Better it's not to use all these things. Just apply some suitable identities. You can easily solve by the span of 2 minutes time. All right. Okay. So let's go to few more questions and all right. Okay, fine. So this question is, if the sum of second, third and fourth term of a positive GP is 3 and the sum of its sixth, seventh and eighth term is 243, then sum of first 50 terms of the GP they are asking. JEE Mains 2020 September paper. All right. So sum of second. So second term means A2, right? Plus third A3 plus fourth term means A4. That will be equal to 3. All right. Okay. A2 plus A3 plus A4. So A2 I can write AR square. Okay. So here I can write AR. A3 I can write AR square. Plus A4 I can write AR cube. That they are given 3. Okay. Let it be. Equation number 1. Now, okay. Then sum of 6th, 7th and 8th term. 6th, 7th and 8th. So 6 A6 plus A7 plus A8. 6th, 7th and 8th term of the GP, that also given 243. Alright. So A6 we know how to write. By similar way we can write A6 will be equal to AR to the power 5 plus A7 means A into R to the power 6 plus A8 means A into R to the power 7, that will be equal to 243. Alright. Now from here what I can write? From these two things how I will solve very easily. Yes, I can easily solve. If you are observing this thing, AR power 5, AR power 6, AR power 7, AR plus AR square plus AR cube, the easy task you know what? If you are taking what common here, suppose I am taking R power 4 common here. Now observe this thing. If I am taking R power 4 common, here only AR will be there, plus in AR power 6, R power 4 outside means it will become AR square, right? Plus pure observation. From AR power 7, R power 4 is outside means it will become AR to the power 3. That will be equal to 243. Your question is why sir, why you did this thing? It's for pure observation. You can proceed the question very easily. How you will proceed? Because AR plus AR square plus AR cube, that we know the answer will be equal to 3. Just substitute here, this will be equal to 3. So here I can write R power 4 into 3, that will be equal to 243. Right? So R power 4 into 3 equal to 243 means what I can write? R power 4 equal to 243 divided by 3. 243 by 3 means 81. So R power 4 is 81 means R can be plus or minus 3. 3 power 4 is 81 minus 3 to the power 4 also 81. But which one we will take? It's clearly mentioned what it's mentioned. It's mentioned it's an increasing GP. Increasing GP means we know R value greater than 0, R is increasing. Alright, increasing GP. Okay, so common ratio is increasing, so you have to take the value R is equal to what? R equal to 3 in this case. Okay. So if common ratio positive value, let me take the positive value. Now the sum of first 15 terms. So for that, first term also required, right? So first term is required. Let me substitute in the first equation. Okay. So first equation we are having AR plus AR square plus AR cube, that will be equal to 3. Right. So if I am taking A common, it will become R plus R square plus R cube, that will be equal to 3. That means A into R value 3. 3 square is 9 plus 3 cube is 27, that will be equal to 3. So A into 9 plus 3, 12. So 12 plus 27, 27, 30, 39, that will be equal to 3. That means A will be equal to 3 divided by 39. If you are simplifying, you are getting 1 upon 30. This is the value of common ratio. Sorry, first term. So if you know the first term, if you know the common ratio, that's all they are asking. Find the sum of first 50 terms. Okay, so Sn, we know Sn equal to A into, which formula we will apply here? R is greater than 1. So R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1, right? So r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. This r and a, if you are substituting here, s50, 50 terms sum. So s50 equal to a into a is 1 by 13 into r to the power n. So r is 3. So 3 to the power 50 minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So r minus 1 is 3 minus 1, that's 2. So if you are simplifying, s50 equal to 1 by 13 by 2. If you want, I can write 1 by 26 into 3 power 50 minus 1. This option is there in question, but here in this printing, this question is not available. If you are checking Google or somewhere, this will be the one of the options given for this question. So s50 equal to 1 by 26 into 3 power 50 minus 1. All right. So I hope this third question is also clear to everyone. Let's go for the final question. Then after that, let's wind up the session for today. All right. Okay. So the next question is, let me check what we are having. All right. The product 2020 JEE Mains question. The product 2 to the power 1 by 4 into 4 to the power 1 by 16 into 8 to the power 1 by 48 into 16 to the power 1 by 128, etc. up to infinite. So due to exam pressure, you won't understand this question, but it's very simple. If you are observing by fresh mind, you can understand one thing. Here 2 I can write 2 to the power 1 by 4, right? All right. This 4 I can write 2 square. Then whole power we are having 1 upon 16. All right. Then 8. Product they are asking. Okay. So 8 I can write 2 cube. So 2 cube whole power 1 by 48. Okay. Into 16 I can write 2 to the power 4 whole power 1 by 128, etc. It is going. So just I rearrange or rewrite the given expression. All right. So thus I can write 2 to the power 1 by 4 into 2 to the power, this is 2 by 16. 2 by 16 if you want, I can write 1 by 8 into 2 to the power 3 divided by 3 into 1 by 48 means 3 by 48, right? So 3 by 48 I can write 1 by 16 into 2 to the power 4 divided by 1 by 28. So 4 by 4 divided by 1 by 28 if you want. So if you want, you can write 4 divided by 4 into 1 divided by 128. You can write 4 divided by 128. That will be 1 divided by 32, etc. Okay. So if you are observing this particular number of terms, you can understand all bases are equal. If bases are equal, we can add the powers, right? So 2 to basic law of exponent. So 2 to the power, this will become 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 32, etc. It is going, right? So if you are observing this thing on the power 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 32, interesting, right? This will become a GP. What kind of GP this one? 1 by 4. Yes, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 32. If you are observing this thing, it's a GP in which first term A will be equal to 1 by 4. All right. And what about common ratio? Common ratio will be second term divided by first term. So 1 by 8 divided by 1 by 4. So your answer will be what? 4 divided by 8, that will be equal to 1 by 2. Common ratio will be 1 by 2. So you are getting basically a GP in which first term is 1 by 4 and the common ratio is 1 by 2. So we want to find the product of this thing. So here 2 to the power, this thing means we have to apply the formula 2 to the power. Numerator is what we are having, infinite GP. 2 to the power 1 infinite GP sum we can apply. So that infinite GP sum will be 2 to the power A divided by 1 minus R. This A and R we calculated. So this will become 2 to the power A is what we are having here. A we are having 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 divided by R we are having 1 minus 1 by 2. R is 1 by 2. Okay. So this will become 2 to the power 1 by 4 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2, right? So 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2. So this will become 2 to the power 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2 is 2 by 4. If you half, it's half simple. Okay. 2 to the power 1 by 2. If you are checking the option, yes, option B is the correct answer. I hope for question we discussed by using the concept of nth term of the GP, sum of n terms of a GP and sum of an infinite GP. Okay, so if you are having any question in all this what we discussed here, you can ask in comment section. And for your better understanding and concept clarity, I am giving you one question as homework. Same, the sum of an infinite GP is given with the positive terms is 3 and the sum of cube of its term is 27 by 29. Common ratio of this GP they are asking. 2019 previous year question. Try to solve this question. It's very easy. Try to solve and put your answers in this comment section. Okay, so that's all about today. Thank you so much for watching Unique World Education YouTube classes. Okay, bye.